Well, East Tennessee, we started things on a somewhat dry note this morning and afternoon, and then the sky just kind of opened up once we hit around game time. At this point, things have tapered off quite a bit, but we're going to continue to see things fall apart as we get through the rest of tonight. You might see a little bit of rain even as you get through your Sunday as well, but let's get a bit further into it. We do still have a wind advisory through much of the area in the mountains and even especially the plateau. We're seeing winds get up to 30 miles per hour with wind gusts getting up to 50. Now, they are going to die down as we get further into the night, but that wind advisory is going to be going until the very early hours of Sunday morning. Here's a look at your satellite radar from a regional view. We're seeing a lot of rain move through Alabama, even further to our east in parts of Virginia and North Carolina as well. And at this point, our rain is just going to stay spotty. This cold front did not have a lot of support by the time it got to us here in East Tennessee. And you can see at this point on Saturday evening, there just isn't really much to see at all. A little bit of rain here in the mountains in North Carolina by Bryson City, and a little bit on the flip side right to the west of Crossville and Jamestown. But we're going to continue to see these sprinkles as we get through the rest of today. A common pattern that we're going to keep seeing is that we'll see some heavier rains further to our west, getting closer into central Tennessee. And then by the time it gets here, it just falls apart. You see just some real itty bitty sprinkles as we get into your very late night. And we're just going to keep seeing this over and over. These bigger bands just really starting to fall apart by the time they get to us and really cross the plateau into the valley. So again, there's still that chance of seeing sprinkles through most of your Sunday, even a little bit of your Monday as well. But when you take a look at Monday, there's not really going to be much to see. This is a look at your regional view just because it's not really going to be too exact. It's going to be a little bit random, maybe a couple of the stronger storms, but nothing really that's going to be threatening. You might want that rain jacket just to play it safe, but it doesn't really seem like something that is going to interrupt the majority of your day. Rainfall, it's definitely not a drought buster, only looking up to maybe a quarter of an inch throughout the area. You see most of East Tennessee just in this very light green, even a little bit of this area seeing possibly nothing at all. So very limited rain coverage that we're seeing. And that is saddening, disappointing, kind of whatever words you want to choose, just because we need the rain. We're seeing severe drought expand in parts of southeastern Tennessee, Monroe and McMinn County in particular with some of the originals. And then we just have moderate drought spreading through much of the area, even some parts getting further into the mountains. You see Sevier County just abnormally dry, which is definitely not good, but La Nina is only going to continue to worsen these conditions. Now, some good news is with this storm system coming through, even though we're not seeing a lot of rain, we are seeing some much higher dew points, which is going to help us with the dryness that we're seeing, and it's going to decrease our fire weather risk. Just having higher humidity in that air is going to cause less friction. The ground is going to be a little bit more moist, and we're just seeing less of a possibility for those fires to spark. Now, talking about this weekend, daylight saving ends tonight. Okay, it's going to be going until 2 a.m. on Sunday. We're going to be falling back this time. So if you're going to be in bed already, congrats on that extra hour of sleep, but also take this time to test your smoke alarms. All right. Now, taking a look at your new hours for the day, sunrise is going to be at a bright and early 7:03 a.m. and sunset 5:35. That's only going to be a little bit after you're getting off work, maybe picking up the kids from some kind of daycare. So be prepared for those dark skies. Now, once we hit about Monday, we're going to see a high pressure ridge take over, and it's going to help us see some beautiful conditions as we get into the middle of the week. But once we hit about Wednesday and Thursday, we see this low pressure trough develop in the western half of the U.S. and start to swing its way closer to us here in eastern Tennessee. And this is going to make impact on the eastern half of the United States right around Friday or Saturday. And when you look at our temperatures, it causes a big hit. Our temperatures rose all the way up last week, and now they're coming all the way down. Not quite as incremental as we saw last week, but we see a very steep drop to 69 degrees on Friday, which is also Veterans Day, and 51 degrees on Saturday. So we'll continue to investigate your rain chances for your Veterans Day weekend, but until then, enjoy the beautiful weather.